with it in the hood with it. Welcome back to the Collected Clips where you already know we get it in. But before we get it in, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding! Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content I'm kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support. Oh no, he didn't. Primo! Whopping. Part 4 is in effect, man. And in this part of my cousin's life journeys, we're going to talk about a situation that is very, I guess you would say, personal to him. You know, and that's kind of how my tia wiggles. And how even though my primo nowadays learned how to put up with it, I guess getting his ass whipped several times by several different guys named Juan would do that to you. You know, it took a long time. It wasn't always that way. He didn't always condone his mom being out there in the streets. Sometimes, just sometimes, he had to voice his opinion and let it be known exactly how his motherfucking feelings were getting hurt. But I don't like it, eh? So fucking this Norteno. No, in the north side, this is how. Like, he would always get real flustered and frustrated when his mom would have a different guy named Felipe at the pad. And the moral of the story, the center of the story is going to circulate around a guy named not Guardo, not Juan, not Lupe, but Felipe. No más, Felipe, no más. And we're going to get to all that. But, you know, one day I decided to pull up on my primo. And there had been some tension at the pad. That last time I went to the pad prior to that, his mom was making loud, excruciating noises in the room. And her shit was louder than Gold Toe singing, right? And my primo was getting frustrated, and I could tell by the way he was fucking kept grabbing his Mongolian and trying to braid it himself, which he usually never does. He usually has Mugre do it for him. Sheila, oh Sheila. But at this point in time, Sheila wasn't there, okay? And so my cousin was going to take this opportunity to jam his mom and one of her lovers up, right? So I pulled up, we're kicking back, we're relaxing, we're watching fucking, I think it was Maury Povich, You Are Not the Father, right? On his fucking beat up ass TV, his 13-inch in his room. And you literally have to sit on his twin bed, which is indented from fucking, you know, big body. Escalade. And so I'm sitting there watching and I'm all sunk in like this, fucking up the posture of my back. And I'm like, is he the father? Is he the father? And he goes, I don't know, but I think I'm going to have another father in a minute. You hear that? And I was not trying to pay attention. I had heard it as soon as I came in. I heard, my tia was choking, which prior to that point, I never heard that. So whatever this spice I was working with, it was pure carne, right? Because she was in that motherfucker like Diddy. No Diddy, right? So anyways, he's getting frustrated with the sounds. I'm hearing the sounds, but at the same time, it's kind of just like, it is what it is, bro. You know, just deal with it, eh? And so his mom comes out walking backwards. Just, oh, mijo, it hurts when I walk that way. It hurts, right? And he's like, hey, I need to get at you. And she's like, watch your fucking tone of voice in my house. I already know what you're going to say. Hey, we ran out of tortillas. Blame that on your fat bitch. I sent her to the store. I gave her a $5 food stamp and she didn't come back with the change. That's on you, right? My primo's like, no, man, I'm getting tired of all these vatos in and out of the house. And my tia goes, oh? You're getting tired of vatos in and out of my house, motherfucker, right? And he's like, no, because you don't understand. That's not the way the Norte rocks. You know what I'm saying? Just one and done on ours, right? And she was like, look, Mr. Super High Power Cholo, you're going to shut the fuck up in my house or you and your hippopotamus could fucking zoo on. Do you understand? Hey, what's up, mijo? How are you doing? There's food on the stove. Sorry, there's no tortillas because his fat bitch ate them all, right? And so he starts getting frustrated. They get to arguing. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm out of here. I'm not going to deal with this shit. My tia's like, no, he goes. You're good, mijo, because every time you come, you always bring me something. What do you have for me? Good luck. Advice, I guess. And of course, the paisas walking in and out. Now, these paisas are so comfortable at this house. They walk in and out with boxers on, cowboy hats, cowboy boots. They just do their things. You just hear click, 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 click. Los Tucanes bumping in the background, La Piñata. They're just doing their thing. You know, they're getting their Los Buki on. It smells like tragedy coming from that room. You know, it smells like a mix between an elote and a camote. And it's just all bad, right? I don't know if you need to put tajin on it or what. But it's bad in there, right? So the smell is wafting this way. I can still smell the musk of salty, wet chips permeating off my primo's bed. And they're arguing, screaming, half in Spanish, half in English. My cousins, talk to me in English. I'm a Norteno, right? We don't speak Spanish. Or do we, cuz? I'm like, one never knows, does one, right? So I'm bouncing because I'm not going to be in the stereotype bullshit, and I leave. So about a couple weeks pass. I hit my primo up. I'm missing him, man. He's fun to be around just because, hey, some of the things he said are so crazy. I just like to hear the shit, right? When I'm bored and I really just want to laugh at someone, I'm like, discúlpame. I'm going to go to my primo's pad. So I pull up, and this time when I pulled up, oh, it was on, right? There was a buck naked Mexican dude, this tall, just 2 inches over being a fucking little guy, right? A buck naked screaming. The screen door is one of those screen doors that like the screen's just falling off of it. So it's like you could fucking stick your arm through it, and he's holding on to it and he's yelling, afuera, afuera. And I pull up and I'm like, it's not raining outside, is it? Right? And my primo's fucking got his fucking hair all bushed out. What's up, homie? This is Norte. We can do whatever you want to do. I knew you were a Norteno, right? These guys come running. My primo comes running and charges through the fucking screen door. This paisa is wrapped in screen door. He falls with the screen door. Sas, right? He falls on the ground. The screen door tumbles off the concrete steps, right? Roaches are running for cover. It's that bad. It's that serious. My cousin gets to stomping him. Stomping him. I don't fucking like Southsiders in my pad. You're fucking my mother, right? I'm like, oh, hell nah. Here comes my tia running out. His old lady's coming with the red bunny in his hair like she's going to get busy. She kicks the paisa. Hey, my tia rushes her. They tumble over. I start hitting reverse, like slowly, right? My tia's like, help, help. So I jump off the car and I grab the paisa, of course, and I pull him off, right? And he's fucking, I got to unwrap him out of the screen door. And my primo's like, hey, fool, this fool's an undercover Southsider. Let's jump him. I'm non-active, primo. That never mattered before, right? Let's go, right? And I said, what's going on here? My tia's like, I'm tired of these motherfuckers, mijo. Take them to your house. Ah! See, the way my house works, tia, is she's too big to fit through the door, and he's too stupid to fit through the door. So with that combined weight of dumminess and fattiness, it's just not going to work out for me. Plus, my old lady, we're on a limited budget of food stamps, so we know damn well she won't be fucking happy. And I know damn well fucking, even though he doesn't barely eat because he's always on scante, for some reason, I don't think it's going to work out for him. So anyways, with that being said, tia, I'm going to go ahead and jam because I can see that this is a dispute that you guys can handle internally. And I'm going to externally get the fuck up out of here. My tia's like, no, we need to talk about this shit, right? And his lady, my primo's old lady, Sheila, she's screaming at the top of her lungs, I'm tired of this house. It smells in here. My tia goes, oh? And you don't have nothing to do with it? Look, you fat fucking pig. I'm like, oh, here we go. My tia's like, I'm tired of you walking around my house. And the chick's like, you got paisas in and out of the house butt naked looking at my ass? Oh, so now you have an ass? Right? I'm like, oh, fuck. Here we go. My tia's like, look, I'm tired of you walking around my house butt naked with a red baño on your face and a 49ers hat. Bitch, you're not Tom Rathman. My cousin, he's like, hey, don't talk about my lady like that. She goes, put that fucking linebacker back in the cage. Mira, at the fucking, one day she wants to have a perm and thinks she's a negra like she's Lawrence Taylor. Get that fat bitch and get her in the room. This is not a football field. This is my living room. Although it does have holes in it, like vatos have been wearing cleats, it's still mine, right? I'm like, oh, fuck, right? The paisa, agua. My tia, don't worry. I got you, Felipe, right? So that passes. We ended up going. I take him, hey, let's go to Carl's Jr. or something. I know your chick's hungry. You're right. I am hungry. I'm tired of this shit, right? My tia's like, yeah, you ate all the tortillas. Fucking bitch makes so many tortillas that she burned a hole through my comal in one area because the bitch always puts them on the same side. I'm good. Take them, mijo, and don't bring their fucking asses back. Especially that fat bitch, because the next time she comes over here, I'm just going to put a blue rag in my head and get sureña on her. My primo's like, we're not allowed to say that in the house, right? She's like, why said it? How do you say it, mijo? Fill it up con unleaded? Get a half tank. Get the fuck out of here. So we jam, and I'm trying to talk to him like, hey, bro, that's your mom. You can't disrespect her like that. You guys are living in her pad. He's like, Primo, let her stay with you for a while, bro. I'm tired of my headphone, man. It's embarrassing. She got different paisas, bro. Her shit's blown back, I bet. I don't even know how I just fell out of that motherfucker. That's why I'm like this. I fucking fell out, hit my head, and fucking, you know what I'm saying? The only thing my mom's ever done for me, bro, ever in my life, was gave me good hair so I could grow this Mongolian. There's like 4 strands fucking of hair, right? I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, she did that. She shot that. He was like, yeah, because at the end of the day, bro, you know what I'm saying? I just can't deal with it, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to prison. I'm going to go back to prison. You're going to see me on fucking the ID channel, the vato who offed his mother looking like this, right? I said, no, yeah, probably one of these days. Or it's going to be the mother that offed her son because he was a super Norteno. Either way, and the fat chick's like, I'll have the number 5 when we pull up. So boom, we chop it up. We cruise around for a little while. I take him to my pad. She squeezes through the door. My fucking baby's mother at the time just looks her up and down and is like, I'm going to have to put more chicken in, right? And that's it. So we all have a good dinner. It's later on. And I'm like, hey, you know, I'm trying to get a mamon for my lady. How's it going to work out, Primo? He was like, hey, we can sleep on the couch or my couch. See, the way my couch works is she's too big. That's just how my couch works. But how do you want to do it, right? He was like, fuck it then, eh? Can we sleep on your floor? I said, nah, bro, because see, the way the roaches work is that's where they sleep. They don't, you know what I mean? Between them and the bed bugs, bro, I don't think it's going to work out for you guys. There's going to be an argument. So he's like, just take us to my pad then. We have our own roaches to deal with. Let's go. So we jump in the car. And the whole time I'm dreading it because I know my tia. She doesn't let shit go. She's one of them old school Mexican Chicana chicks from the old school, right? That don't let shit go. But she won't be mean. It's her son. She loves him. She'll never kick him out. But she's going to hit him with jabs, lefts and rights and uppercuts like Tyson. She's not going to let it go. And his old lady knows, so she's dreading it. Because she's going to get called all types of NFL players right now. That bitch, oh, you brought back Reggie White, right? She's just going to talk shit. So, of course, as soon as Sheila gets out the car, she immediately goes in straight to the room and slams the door. My dad, don't slam my fucking door. I told you don't bring that fucker back. Did your old lady make chicken? Because I smell a faint. I said, yeah, I think his old lady burped. That's what that fucking was. I knew it smelled like a mix between caca and chicken. And I was trying to lean towards the right. To the left. It gets ugly, right? And so, of course, the Paisa Felipe that got his ass beat up, he's gone. And I could hear faint scratching and noises, and my tia's in there watching Reina de Sus. So I know off the top there's another paisita in there, right? And my primo's all frustrated. He's like, bro, tell the truth. You ever had to go through this? Nope. No, mom's never did that. My mom's happily married, bro. I can't tell you how to live your life, but one thing I can tell you is for sure is you have to respect your mother, respect her household, bro. You call this a house? I call it your house. But at the same time, you know, just come on, bro. We don't conduct ourselves in that fashion. What do you mean we? You're a dropout. Don't ever say we, bro. That's where you get the fucking shit twisted. You start saying we like you're still with the program or something. We're not with the program. You didn't even help me with that paisa. You just see the way he fucking looked at me? That about to grab my ankle. He was squeezing hard. He was restricting the blood flow to my... Now my hair's falling out. He fucked up the blood flow to my hair. It's you. It's you. When the homies ask me why my Mongolians all trick, I'm going to say because my dropout ass cousin fucked it all up, right? Look. I said, however, whatever you think, bro, just conduct yourself more professionally and righteously. Okay, man, you're right. So I jam. It's about a month later. I try to stay the fuck away. My baby's mom yells at me, why'd you bring that fat bitch to my house? You know how much fucking cans of Febreze I went through already? Shit, I had to pledge everything. And I was like, I know, my bad. I said, but I don't like to take her nowhere, but it is what it is. She always has gas money. And I don't know how she gets it. Was, hey, but my primo don't know what hurt him. She likes paisas too. Plus one time she had a suspicious look in her eye. I almost thought she was gonna rape me. It was like the movie Step Brothers, right? And my lady was like, yeah, but she licks shit. Like, all right. So anyways, bam, I don't go over there for about a month just because I know it's gonna take a while for my tia to be all right? So it's about a month later, my primo calls me, hey, fool, everything's good in the hood, come through. And I'm like, what are we going to do? He's like, man, I don't know. Let's go get something to eat, go chill out. And we were going to go to a place in Modesto called King's Table. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to King's Table. It's a buffet, right? And I don't even know if it's still around, but this was back in the days. They had the shit. King's Table was the bomb, right? So he's like, let's go to King's Table and shit. My lady's hungry. And so I was, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of broke. So at this point, I figure, fuck, she can get her fill. And there's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm like, all right, I got you. So we go to King's Table. There's no issues. There is a little paisa in the back that kind of fucking looks a little sureño-ish. And my primo's having issues. He's like, no, I ain't gonna fucking eat the fried shrimp. That vato touched it. He's dicking me up. No, because I don't eat after Southsiders. I said, that vato's a paisa, bro. No, but they roll with them in the pimp. So it's like the same damn thing. I said, so how do you feel about your mom every night bringing a different paisa home? And why were you tripping the other day on that one, bro? He was like, hey, that vato will fucking, he walked by and he said, something sold, right? Come to find out, he was just talking about he was going to go to Mexico to go visit his family in southern Mexico. He was not even tripping. That vato had more silver teeth than a little bit. He was really, really hairy chested, butt naked, cajena'd out, right? He was really on his Paisa shit. No issues. I don't even think he was Mexican. I think he was from fucking Central America or something, right? So anyways, he was one of them guys. No issues whatsoever. You would not misconstrue this guy with the Southsider whatsoever. ¿De qué? ¿De Southside? And I mean, he don't even know. And so it's about a month later, like I said, and I dropped him off. And my primo was like, hey, let's go fishing early in the morning. And that's one thing we like to do. One thing I can tell you about my primo, man, that's even more personable is that he's the bomb fisherman. That motherfucker can catch some fish. How he does it, that motherfucker being there like, I got this motherfucker. Got him. Hey, ain't no Sureños getting away, right? It's a bluegill, right? He's on his shit. There's a bluebird on my shoulder. Can I kill it? Yes, I can, right? He's all on his shit. Whatever, but he catches them fish. That motherfucker catch some. So I'm like, oh yeah, cool, because that's what I like to do. I'll slide through it in the morning. We'll go fishing. And oh boy. I pull up and I hear arguing. And I'm like, oh, not again, right? My cousin done met his match this time. Oh, you thought he met his match with old Super Sureño? Chale, this was different. This was super paisa. And this was real life shit, right? So he's knocking on his mom's door. Hey, I need the keys to the shed so I can grab my fishing equipment, right? And she's like, wait, mijo, it's on. I get it, right? And he's like, oh, she's in there getting buck wild with another paisa, right? So my cousin had enough. At this point, this vato literally disintegrated his shirt like Hulk Hogan. Ripped his shirt off. You made me rip my favorite red shirt. Which, it's weird because every one of his pro clubs are red. They're all the same. Some a little bit more wrinkled than others, and others are more dingy. And there's a certain content creator that actually wears a red shirt that's almost turning pink because he's worn it so much and you can see all the sweat stains. That was the type of shirt my cousin ripped, right? So as I'm walking in, as he's ripping his shirt like Hulk Hogan, I know there's an issue here because I only see my cousin do that one other time. And that was when his old lady threatened to leave him. So I'm like, oh, fuck, it's about to get ugly here. And my primo's fucking banging on the door. Give me the keys. Hey, send your fucking coward ass boyfriend out here to give me the keys. And I hear, ¿qué? And the way that Vato said, ¿qué? Made me rethink my life situation, right? I said, what degree of gay was that? That didn't sound like gay or hey, gay or por qué. That sounded like gay, right? And I said, that sounded like a fucking Samoan or something, bro. What does she got in there? I thought it was like a monster, eh? She got El Cucuy in that motherfucker, right? And that door slid open, and I ain't gonna lie, my cousin jumped back like a black cat. That big yoked up ass Paisa came out and he said, ¿Qué pasó? Right? My primo was like, I need the llaves. Right? All of a sudden he forgot that he had an issue with his mom in there getting tortad, right? And of course my tia comes out with a bra all stained, coffee stains all over her like she's in New Folsom, right? She comes walking out. She's move out of my way. I had to get them. They're in my car. I locked them in there last night because I don't even remember. Get the clothes hanger, fat bitch, right? She does like, it's too early. I don't want to wake up. I'm not going to be up to say about 1:30, right? I'm like, this fucking house, I don't even know why I come over here. I'm just trying to catch a fucking catfish, right? And this big Paisa's like, ¿Qué pasó? And he pushes my cousin. Now, my cousin might be a lot of things, but a sucker or a punk is not one of them, okay? I ain't never going to put that on his plate. He'll get off with anybody, anytime, any place, whether it's in his mom's house, the White House, a Trump press conference. It doesn't matter if you try to put fingertips on my cousin, so he's going to put toes and fingertips on you. My cousin took a big swing on him and clipped him. And this is how it went. Slow motion. Norte. And before my cousin, he's barely clipping this dude. Ouch. Boom. My cousin hit rock bottom. And so now I rush. And I ain't gonna lie, this big dude hits me in the chest. I don't want to go fishing anymore. I was like, fuck this, right? My cousin jumped up like the black cat and grabbed him by his legs. And I was like Troy killing that motherfucker, only I didn't have a pico and I was just hammer fisting him. We're on this big Paisa, but I ain't gonna lie, man. He wrapped this big ass, this motherfucker was like 7 feet tall. He wrapped this big ass Paisa ass mitt around my cousin. Pinche Mexico, cabrones. You like Canelo too? Right? And I'm in that motherfucker trying to hit him. Bing, 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 bing. We're doing damage. But my cousin's like, he's restricting my airflow. We're not supposed to go out like this, right? I'm like, oh, man, this fool's putting dick meters on both of us. At this point, I decide this is not in my best interest to stick around. Fishing is out of the question because my cousin's larynx is blown out. And at the same time, I think I broke my pinky finger on one of this guy's tooth, right? So I fucking back up like this big paisa jumps out and grabs my cousin by his hair, ripping his Mongolian ends, dragging him out of the house. I'm like, fuck this, I'm shooting this guy, right? So I go to the trunk of the car, pop it, and realize I'm non-active anymore. So I stopped carrying guns. I'm like, oh shit, plus I'm an ex-convict. And so for those officers that are watching, I plead the fifth. So I'm like, fuck this, right? Damn, I ain't got nothing in here. So I lift it up and all I have is a spare tire, but I can't find the jack or the fucking tire iron, right? Fuck it, I'm gonna use a tire. This motherfucker is choking my cousin to death. Now, the paisa got my tia, she's slapping him on his dick, right? She's, no, mijo, no. Leave him alone, right? His fat bitch comes out, she's got the one-hitter quitter, so she's hitting him, and it ain't even affected him, and she's shocked, right? Plus, she's up early in the morning, so she has lagañas in her eyes and mocos in her nose. She can barely breathe, right? And my tia's like, don't fucking hit my boyfriend, you fat bitch. They're both fat, so they're fucking sumo wrestling. My cousin's getting choked out. I come and I just hit the guy in the head with the tire. Boom! You know the black rim, how it's a donut? And it just smokes him. He just falls. And then my cousin's on him. We fucked that dude up, eh? Drag him, throw him in his beat-up ass Tonka truck, and that fucking paisa is like, I'm gonna be back. He can speak English. And I told my tia, to what degree of paisa was that? She goes, oh no, mijo, I think he was a black dude. And come to find out, he was a light-skinned black dude that just, he looked like, what's his name? From fucking Blood In, Blood Out. Give me your chonchon. He looked like Popeye, right? Only bigger and more muscular. And it looked like he was trying to take my cousin's chonchon. At one point in time, during that skirmish, I could have swore he stuck his finger in my cousin's butt. My cousin swears he didn't, but I mean, I started to smell caca. So either he shit on himself or there was shit on his dick, not on his knife. I don't know. But I know this. That happens. And now the argument ensues. So now my cousin's walking in. I don't want no more guys in this house. I'm telling you, I'm putting my fucking foot down. Look at my hair. Fucking up. How am I going to explain this to the homeboys? I can't explain it. Explain it, my tia saying. And don't tell me who I can and I can't have a mijo. Are you hungry? Tell that fat bitch cook you something. Let me tell you right now, you don't never, ever disrespect me in my house, okay? I put up with a lot of shit, and I'm tired of it. You have that hippopotamus on it. That bitch is so big. You think, he's like, my cousin, I can hear you. It's a thin wall. There's a hole in my wall. I put my ear to it, and I get lit sometimes. I can hear you with that motherfucker. Just my dad, that's my business. Don't involve yourself with my business. Do I say anything about I'm up all night with that damn buzzing because your fat bitch got sleep apnea and it keeps me up all night from hearing this? Sometimes I think you guys are watching The Empire Strikes Back. I don't know what's going on. So they're arguing, but they love each other. At the end, he hugs her and shit. My tia's like, get off me. Get off me. I need a cobardo. Get off me. You know? Where's my damn phone? It's stuck right here between her tetas. My tia got the kind of tetas that there's a big old gap in them. So no matter what she puts, it always slips down to her stomach and then just stays there because it's fat. True facts, right? So anyways, his fat chick is saying, I'm just getting tired of this, man. We just need to move in with your primo. And she's looking at my dick the whole time. She's saying, we just need to move in with your primo because I don't know. And I said, nah, see, again, the way that works out is, no, you're too fat, right? And I have nothing against obese people, but she wore fat well, you know, and it just was her thing. So anyways, needless to say, my primo has been in a lot of incidences with the paisas, his mom's boyfriends, but over the years, he's gotten older. He's had children. His lady has adapted to it. She still stays with them. He's still with the same old chick, man. Cheats on her all the time. Ain't nothing wrong with it. She knows it. They have an open relationship. As long as she keeps her legs open, then he's open to do whatever he needs to do. And everything's good. And my tia's never going to change. You know, she'll never switch up. She's not a switch hitter, okay? She loves her some Michoacan. She loves her some Sinaloa, and goddamn, she goes crazy for Zacatecas, right? That's just what her thing is. And they argue from time to time, but my cousin's adapted. And most of the paisas that are there, they can cook good, so it's all good in the hood. Combined with my tia's cooking and them making homemade tortillas, and there'll be paisas in their butt naked like that. ¿Quieres un taco de harina? Right? And it's just good. Anyways, with that being said, that's part 4, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. True stories, I got a banger coming for you. Part 5. If you want it tomorrow, it's a whole different topic, a whole different twist with my cousin, the Super Norteno. We're going to get real active tomorrow. Very active. We're going to take it back to when I was active and he was at the same time. He still is, but you catch my drift? With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Get every single thing that you want coming, and remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the strive, the struggle, the struggle, the strive. I tell these stories not to demean my own family and to demoralize the situation and relationships we got, but I already cleared it with them, and they said it's cool. A lot of people have been asking me about my Primo. I hit them up. Hey, you want to come on a live? You want to do this? Little by little. I think I'm going to pressure him into it. One never knows, does one. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I honestly and truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people. XIV to eternity. Generations of United Nortenos. That was the shit back then.